people are afraid of what's going to walk through that front door, and today we're going to give it to them. We're in.
We found other people heard about us, so we recruited them.
I think I've deduced that you were a group of thieves to help people. Let me be your inside man.
Now we have 12 active teams.
Somebody's got to run it. What about you?
No, I'm retired. I haven't been on the con for years.
We should steal something.
I'm Sari Cohen with Hollywood First Look, and I am here with some of the cast from Leverage Redemption. I'm so happy to see this new incarnation.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Grifter, let's start with you. How has ELIOT grown over the years? Has he handled some of those anger issues?
Has he? I don't know. He's still pretty mad about some stuff, and especially when Parker gets around him and does her quirkiness. But I tell you, man, this season starts off a little different. We've been together, and I don't think that I'm giving anything away. We've been together for a while. He tolerates Hardison a little bit more because they've been together so much, but he still gets mad at his antics. And you know, it's just, you can tell that they're a little more mature with the stuff that they do. But I think we were running pretty smooth. I'll get into that. But then when this comes in, everything kind of goes to chaos again once we get really, really back into it. So he loses his temper. But I think he's a better man. I think he's a better man than when we left him, only because of Parker and Hardison have kind of calmed it down.
How does Parker adapt to all of these changes?
I was going to add to what Christian said. I think it was so amazing. There's some really beautiful moments that they created for us to play and to really be able to show the growth that we've had together. And, you know, Leverage Redemption coming back 8 years later, you see ELIOT and Parker being there for each other a little bit in a different way. There's an openness there, and they always had that sense of family, right? There was always that, but the trust is even stronger. And all the things that you loved about the relationships have just grown even more. And so having Aleyse come in and Noah come in, it's the energy is just so much fun still, but you really do get the sense that they're more solid than ever in terms of their relationships. It's really cool.
Aleyse, I love the introduction of your character. Can you tell us what she adds to this new incarnation?
I think she adds sort of a naivete. There's, you know, these people are not experts. They've gone off and run crews, and even Noah's character, you know, has some years in the private sector, or is that what you call a lawyer? Is that the private sector?
That's more like a zombie apocalypse movie.
But you know, my character is inexperienced across the board, and so I think what you get with my character is you get to see someone learn again, if that's fun to watch for people.
Noah, I want to go to you. What is it like moving from one Dean Devlin world to another?
It's remarkably seamless, mostly because he keeps the same group of people around and works with them for decades. So it's really quite a remarkable thing to walk onto a set and know 8 or 9 people and have known them and worked with them for over a decade and every, you know, all over the world. It provides a really wonderful shorthand when you're working, and an incredible baseline of trust, which allowed us to do the work that we were doing during the time that we were doing it, which I don't know we could have accomplished otherwise. But yeah, Dean and I go way back, and I will always answer his call. Let's put it that way.
Now, Gina, let's talk about Sophie. So without giving too much away, where does she pick up in this new installment? How has she grown since we last saw her in 2012?
I think I was so thrilled when I read the first script because I really didn't know what to expect. And I felt that they really did give her a development. They really did move her forward. It is a different Sophie. She's less flighty. I always think of Sophie as someone who's a sort of bird in flight. She's already, you know, she's like a shiny thing, she's going to fly away and grab that. And it's quite hard to kind of hold her down. And I think that did lend itself to make, you know, and adding a little tension. But I think in the hiatus period, she has found some stability. She's found commitment. She's experienced a really great, meaningful relationship. And I think she's really looking for direction, for purpose, to make this period of her life be incredibly meaningful.
In my opinion, I felt like you really brought the redemption part to the show. What do you feel like your character brings to this installment?
I think I embody the redemption arc. I do. I think, when we meet Harry, he's at a crossroads. A crisis of conscience has come upon him, and he needs to change his life, and he doesn't know how to do it. And so he meets this group of people who teach him what redemption really means. They all have checkered pasts, and they all have things that they've had to atone for, and they've created a kind of methodology for how to go and clear up your karma and do some good. And it's not by reinventing yourself. You still own who you are and what you've done, but you apply those former skills for good.
Everyone, make sure you go check out Leverage Redemption. It airs on July 9th on IMDb TV. I'm Sari Cohen. I'll see you next time.
I want to take on the bad guys. These bad guys are worse than ever.
When did I, a corporate lawyer with 15 years of experience, suddenly become a jaunty cat burglar stealing from the rich?
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
You're gonna pay for this.
Working with you people is insane.
I said one job. The job's not done.